Welcome to this deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're getting straight into something we all navigate daily, the internet.
That digital world, yeah, it's huge.
And this isn't just about, opening a browser. It's about really understanding our online life and, crucially, how to talk about it clearly.
Yeah. We've got some excellent material that covers the whole spectrum, how we connect, the potential tricky parts.
And the words we need to describe it all. Think of this as your personal guide to making sense of being online.
Exactly. It's become so central, hasn't it? Connecting people, changing how we learn, how we interact.
Totally.
So the goal today is really to equip you with the tools, the understanding, and the vocabulary to talk about this digital world with, well, confidence.
Okay, let's kick things off with a story. I think this will resonate with a lot of people. It's about someone named Aria.
Right.
Like many of us, she started using the internet quite young, around 10, I think. For her, it was games, cartoons.
That sounds very familiar. That's often the starting point, isn't it? Pure entertainment.
It is. And Aria's journey, well, it shows how usage evolves. From just fun stuff, she moved into the social side, connecting with friends, instant messaging.
And that's a key shift, moving from just consuming content to actually connecting with others online.
Exactly. Then, as she got a bit older, things changed again. She started creating content herself, cooking video blogs on YouTube.
So turning it into a platform for sharing her own interests.
Precisely. And she was quite successful. Her audience grew, which shows some real effort there.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is that shift from just a hobby towards potentially earning money.
Right.
She wasn't just connecting. She was learning new skills, too. Video editing, building an online presence, things like that.
Which eventually led to some part-time income. It really shows the opportunities out there, doesn't it, for connection and even for making money.
It really does highlight that potential in today's world.
But here's where the story takes a maybe more complex turn. Aria started noticing, feelings. Anxiety specifically.
Related to her videos.
Yeah, when they didn't get the number of likes she hoped for, it created this anxiety. I think many people can probably relate to that feeling, that validation tied to likes.
Oh, absolutely. That anxiety around social media metrics is very common. It sort of taps into our social needs. But the instant feedback can become this real source of pressure.
And that led to something else for Aria, this constant urge to check her phone, even during meals.
Which brings us towards what people often call digital addiction. It's that pattern of, excessive use that starts negatively impacting daily life, your ability to just be present.
That constant pull, it's always there, isn't it?
It can be.
So Aria's story has this really important turning point. Her mother asked her to switch off her phone completely for a whole week.
Wow, a whole week. How did Aria react initially?
Resistance, big time, which again feels very understandable. What does that resistance tell us?
Well, that resistance itself is often a sign, isn't it? A sign of how dependent we can become. The idea of disconnecting can feel, uncomfortable, FOMO, fear of missing out, all that.
True. But the key thing was what happened during that week offline.
Right. What did she find?
She said she felt more relaxed, more focused, significantly so.
And that really highlights the power of consciously managing our connection, doesn't it? The real benefits of taking breaks.
It absolutely does. Which leads us to, I think, the crucial takeaway here, that the internet should be a tool, something that works for you.
Exactly. Not something that feels like it's controlling your attention or your emotions. It's about regaining that sense of agency.
Right, taking back control.
And to help you do that and just talk about your own online world more effectively, let's get into some specific language. Our source points out some really key phrasal verbs.
Okay, practical stuff like log in.
Perfect example. Log in, that's how you access an account. You log in to check your email. Simple as that. And the opposite.
That would be log out. Exiting the account, good practice to always log out on a public computer.
Definitely. Then there's shut down. That means turning the device off completely. I shut down my laptop every night.
Okay. And if you're searching for something...
You look up information. I needed to look up that word. Easy.
What about just Browsing, say, social media.
You're probably scrolling through your feed. It's easy to scroll through dozens of posts without noticing the time.
Happens all the time. Okay, what else?
How about joining a new service? You sign up, like she signed up for a photography course online.
Makes sense. And when your device connects.
It goes online. My tablet automatically goes online when Wi-Fi is available.
And those annoying windows that sometimes appear.
Those pop up. Too many ads pop up on this site.
Yes. And selecting something.
You click on it, click on the submit button. Not click to, usually click on.
Got it. And finally stopping something.
Just turn off. Remember to turn off notifications during the meeting or turn off your phone.
Great list. Very useful action words.
And building on that, our source also flags some helpful collocations. These are words that just naturally sound right together when talking internet stuff.
Okay, like word partners.
Exactly. For instance, you need an internet connection to get online in the first place.
Right. Obvious when you say it. And websites, apps.
We often call them online platforms.
And that term we mentioned earlier.
Digital addiction.
Yeah.
Describes that unhealthy reliance.
Okay, what others?
Well, there's search engine, Google, Bing, We connect on social networks.
Faceagram, those things.
Right. How you appear online is your online identity. Fast internet is.
High-speed internet.
Yep. Anyone using it is an internet user. Protecting yourself involves.
Cybersecurity.
And watching Netflix or similar.
Those are streaming services.
Got it. Knowing these pairs makes your speaking sound much more natural.
Definitely. Now, to really boost confidence, our source also points out a few common small mistakes people might make in English. Little grammar points.
Yeah, these are easy to trip up on. For example, sometimes people say, I am logged in now.
But it should be.
I am logged in now. With the ed past participle there.
Okay, another one.
Verbs for third person, not she go online, but she goes online. Remember that's S or S?
Right. And we talked about click on.
Yes, click on a link, not usually click to. And you watch videos on YouTube, not in YouTube.
Good distinctions. Also, we surf the internet, right? Need the article the.
Correct.
Yeah.
And if something's really grabbing your attention, it's very addictive. Not very addicted. Addicted describes the person. Addictive describes the thing.
Okay. And why do we use the internet? We use the internet to learn, not for learn. Use the infinitive to.
And phone connection issues. It's a bad connection on my phone. Generally not in my phone.
And that third person's again, he always turns off his phone, not he turn off.
One last quick one. Information is usually uncountable. So much information, not so many informations.
Phew. Okay. Mastering those little things really does make a difference.
It does. And our source also gives some good general strategies for just talking about your internet use.
Like what?
Well, try to give a balanced view. Talk about the good and the bad sides, The benefits and the risks you see.
Okay, show both sides. Makes sense.
Use specific examples, too. Don't just say social media is good. Explain how it helps you connect with family. Or maybe mention the challenge of fake news, something concrete.
Right, get specific. And sharing your own habits.
Definitely. Talking about your personal routines or experiences makes it much more relatable and, frankly, more interesting to listen to.
Good advice. What about if talking tech feels a bit stressful?
Yeah, that can happen. The main thing is it's okay to pause. Take a breath between ideas. Don't feel rushed.
Calm and clear is better than fast and jumbled.
Exactly. Stay calm.
Yeah.
And if you're unsure about a word or phrase, keep your sentences simple, straightforward. Clarity is always the goal.
Excellent tips. So as we start to log out of this deep dive.
Nice use of the phrasal verb there.
Ha, thanks. Let's remember Arya's journey, the fun, the anxiety, but ultimately that realization.
That the internet should be a tool she controls. Not the other way around.
Exactly.
The internet really is incredibly powerful. It's useful, it connects us, offers so much knowledge. But like Arya's story showed us, and as our source emphasizes, it's best used wisely, thoughtfully, with awareness.
Well said. So for your challenge this week, How about picking one phrasal verb or one collocation we discussed today?
Just one.
Just one. And consciously try to use it, maybe in a conversation or even just when you're thinking about your own online habits. See how it feels.
That's a great practical challenge, and we'd genuinely love to hear what you thought about this deep dive.
Yeah, what stuck with you? Any key takeaways about your relationship with the internet? Did Aria's experiences ring true for you?
Let us know in the comments. We're always interested in hearing different perspectives.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for diving deep with us today.
Thanks, everyone.
Until our next exploration, goodbye.